Well, let's meditate. It's been a busy day. It's already dark. I forgot about meditating. Many things happened. It passed by. And it appears nothing left in my mind, which may be a good sign. I made maybe 7 videos today, and I'll post maybe 3 or 4. I'm accumulating some because I'm traveling to Japan before long. I don't mean to have any standard numbers to post, but it's been around 4 or 5 videos every day. So I'm used to it. And then the computer, iPhone, even though the Wi-Fi has still problem, things start to be smooth now. So also AI is helping me about my English, editing, and other stuff. Although I had more discussion with AI about legal stuff, and hate to say, but it's still incompetent in certain areas. This is a GPT. Gemini the same. One of the major problems with AI is that they don't have the long-term memory, so you cannot put things together if you said something in the past. Sometimes they remember, sometimes they don't. Depend on the subject, I guess, but there are a lot to be learned by AI. What's interesting is, though, I can use AI. It's like using brain, extension of my brain. If I'm careful, I can guide them. It's like a kids. Let them do certain things and keep on learning. Not to say I'm bright or anything, but I'm used to find problems, and I ask many questions. So they get stuck in many places, and they're learning CAPD, check, cut, plan, do, basics of continuous improvement. And they know now because I kind of trained them, but they still have problem. And they keep apologizing many times. But in a way, it's like a good friend. So far as I know the boundary and how to ask the question when. I'm also working with AI because I have many videos and I start to use those, what I say in transcript, share with AI, and they are fairly quick to pick up ideas. So the idea I have now is let them digest many videos and let them spit out what are the key messages So this will be a possibility that we are talking that AI to help me to do the book writing, but I'm not that serious yet. But it's kind of fun to have the project and keep sharing. So I'm very familiar with GPT, more so than Gemini. Gemini did the edit for my 10-day Vipassana course, but their edit was pretty bad. They just left with the bullet point, and therefore it's kind of like a PowerPoint, reading the PowerPoint. It loses the nuances. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT to do that sometime. And that would be a good lesson for them. And also tied to my YouTube, they may read my books and this 60-some pages report and can synthesize all. But I'm just playing and see how it goes. CAPD, one step at a time, and each step capture the essence, lessons learned, and move to the next step. So it's going to be interesting. When they summarize, I may find some holes that I haven't addressed. So that's what I shared with them yesterday or this morning. And we started to work on it. In the meantime, preparing to go to Japan, I'm scheduling, setting up where to go, when to meet. But most of the time I'll be in a small town where the Zen temple is, and the hot spring and the ocean and kayak and diving. Remote place, lots of elderly people, very compassionate. Some young people are moving into those remote towns. But compared to, say, 30 years ago, the town's population went down to less than half, maybe even 1/3 of what used to be. But kids are still there, smaller number, but I enjoy seeing them. One key or interesting message I posted today was Einstein talking about something like, well, actually I can't come up with the exact word or even close to it, but basically he's saying there are lots of unnecessaries that we don't need to think and use our brain. Don't remember things that you can look up. So he spent lots of time, I would call, spending quiet, his mind calm and quiet, like Samadhi. he talks about intuition and inspiration is the main asset. And he says he's not smart, but he stay on the problem for a long time. He choose the right problem that he, I'm sure, see it important. So I felt that he doesn't know much about Zen or Buddhism. Well, maybe he knows something about it, I realized. But still, I think he came up with his own way to practice Samadhi. Basically tackling on the problem he likes to solve and get rid of unnecessaries, not to remember, but have a quiet mind for intuition and inspiration. It's very simple. So he's humble enough to say he's not smart, but he can stay on the problem long time. I agree, and I'm doing my own the same way. Like, may all beings be happy. How? So that's my mission, and to achieve that requires me to digest so many things about myself. So it helps me, and the idea is to help others and everyone. With like Einstein's case, have a quiet time. So in one of those videos, I said I like being alone because I can be playful and focus on whatever I need, no distraction. Oh, I came up with this life profile video, if you're interested. As the name implies, it's about how to balance out what you do in life. If I picture Einstein's case, he may have major importance placed on the scientific discovery as work. But in my case, there are 6 elements: work, hobby, relationship, health, and finance. I'm pretty sure his interest in finance is not high. I can guess something about the relationship. Hobby and work may be the same. Health, I don't know. The one main item for me is be sincere and truthful, or live truthfully, I guess was the term I used. That's the major item out of those 6. If interested, please take a look under the title Life Profile. I've been doing this for 25 years since my awakening experience, so that I can navigate my life in balanced way, but the main basic item is living truthfully. And that may tie into may all beings be happy. And helping myself and helping others, and going through this Samadhi process, or Shila Samadhi Panya. Every 3 months I review it. There's an importance rating and satisfaction rating, each 1 to 10. So I'm not going to talk more about it. If you're interested, take a look at it. If we are grounded, meaning connected to heart, find and realize the core of our being, and not just be occupied or confined in the mind, you have better perspective, more chance for wisdom and compassion, which would make life, I would say, very meaningful. This is subjective experience. Everybody has their way, but this is what I'm working on. Not me working, because I'm talking about no thinking, no self, no mind. Connection to the heart is the basics. So when I talk here and now, I'm using my brain, but I feel comfortable enough to say I may be connected to my heart, the root of who I am. So in meditative state, you may be able to talk. That's when the Dalai Lama said, that's the forward for my book, use the brain and at the same time listen to your heart and live with mission. Hope you find enjoyment in, say, listening to my video every now and then. Maybe there are things incomprehensible, but it is what it is beyond your mind. To mind comprehend is one, but that doesn't mean we can live with it. We are going deeper into or out of the mind or brain into our body and heart, where all the cells are living, working together for us to be alive. And when we connect, mind may understand. There's interesting Einstein's word on that concept, but maybe I'll post a video some other time. He was talking something about find a way to live as if to know what God has intended to do in His work, or something like that. If I remember, I posted in the description. If I forget, you ask me and I can put it back and figure out so that I can post in the description. So let's find the way of nature from our heart and live like riding the wave of the universe. Thank you for your joining. Hope to see you again. May all beings be happy.